Okay, this is about child hunger in Africa. This is a serious problem that's going on worldwide. There's more than 1 million kids in Africa that starve to death each year. And nobody seems to be doing anything to stop this. I've contacted every human rights organization, and they all tell me that it would cost around $2 billion a year to stop child hunger worldwide throughout the world. What really blows me away is how a lot of people completely ignore these kids who are starving to death in Africa and throughout the world. There's billions of dollars in bonuses that are given to Wall Street. There's billions of dollars that are given to these corrupt organizations throughout the world. Billions of dollars given to these banks. And it just blows me away how greedy and how selfish people are throughout the world. I think people need to stop being so greedy and stop being so just disrespectful to human life. There's actually more funding to go to animal rights organizations than there is to stop child hunger. I mean, I look at all these animal rights organizations, and these animals get better treatment than these kids who are starving to death in Africa. This just blows me away. I just think people need to wake up. We need to wake up to the problems in the world that's going on throughout the world. The only way this is going to stop, we need to put focus on this issue. I think the international community needs to address this issue. There is no reason why any child should starve to death. There's no reason for it. You got people spending billions of dollars on materialistic nonsense, but we can't put some of this money in. We can't send some of this money to these starving children in order to stop these kids from starving to death. It's really heartbreaking. It absolutely breaks my heart when I come across a video of a child starving to death or any mistreatment of children. Like I said, animals are actually treated better. There's animals in Africa that are actually treated better than the kids are treated. There's child prostitution rings. There's people selling children for money. There's child molesters throughout the world that will go to Africa and molest kids because they don't even have laws to stop child molesters in Africa. You got pedophiles all across the world that will fly to Africa just to go molest kids. That's how bad it is. There's no international community coming in and stopping this nonsense from going on. There's no laws against child labor and child slavery. It's completely insane. We all know there's a lot of corrupt governments in Africa. I think that has a lot to do with it. But at the same time, the international community hasn't paid attention to the problem. I see a lot of people focusing on the media. The media doesn't even cover this. The media doesn't even report on this. That's why I think the media has a lot to do with it, because they're not even reporting on this crisis in Africa. They're not even reporting on this. A lot of people are not even aware of this. And I just think more people need to be more conscious of what's going on in the world. We need to be more conscious of these starving children throughout the world. And I think that's the only way we're going to stop this problem of child hunger throughout the world. We need to get the UN and the international community, the international military, to go in and stop these corrupt governments in Africa. And a lot of this money we need to stop being so greedy. People need to stop being so greedy and selfish and start focusing on what's really important in this world.